What's up, y'all, and welcome to Flames Reaction Channel. So today's video, I am getting ready to react The Public Enemy. And with that being said, make sure y'all hit the like, comment, and that subscribe button. And let's go ahead and check out this interview of Public Enemy.
Their music is anything but safe, and that's why they're one of the most controversial. Yeah, anything but safe. One of the most controversial acts in the business. Please welcome Chuck D and Flavor Flav, Public Enemy. Yes. Boy. So Chuck, you don't dance.
I dance, man. I fool some people, you know what I'm saying? We all black, right?
Yeah.
That's what it's about, right?
Absolutely, man. I was surprised that you all have discovered so many and sprung so many careers that I don't think the general public knows about.
Well, we have a history of being rap advocates. I spent a lot of time doing this, studying it for 16 years. The beginning guys of rap, the Grandmaster Flashes, the Africa Bambatas, on up to Run DMCs, the LLs. I've been big fans. So, our whole thing is to make our music grow and to show that we as black people can have something and not lose it like we lost the blues or jazz. Rap is the black American folk story. It's the black American folk tale, male and female. And it's something that we definitely need to be around to control. And right now, I see that we're losing control of it.
Yeah, and some of those groups that you helped out, Hammer is one of them, actually.
Well, when we was going out on tour, we've been on 22 tours. And back in the days of 88, we was one of the guys from the East Coast that happened to put rap groups from the other parts of the country and say rap is a universal thing. Not only rap is from all over parts of the country, but it's all over the world. So it would surprise some people where they could find rap. Rap is in the Fiji Islands, New Zealand, Brazil, and we've been all of those places. And back in the days, we've given a helping hand, and such as guys like Hammer, vice versa too. Mix a lot, Ice Cube, NWA, Too Short, as well as the brothers like DPMD, Stetsasonic from the East Coast. So, it's one big family thing, and that's one thing we try to maintain.
Yeah, a few days ago, I think that one of the big things in the news was the concert in Arizona. Now, I heard on one broadcast you did one song, another broadcast said two songs, but however many, you left early.
Yeah, well, number one, it was against our principles to even be in Arizona, but at the same time, we had to go there and push the point that was only 10 days away from the election day, where they could actually vote in the Martin Luther King holiday into existence over there. So we went over there and we played our intro. We didn't just want to come out like, boom, here we go. We have our intro, which is a song called Lost at Birth on the album. And then we played By the Time I Get to Arizona. So by the time we got to Arizona, we let people know, it was 80,000 people say, yo, man, look, if we ever gonna come back here, man, before things gonna be all right, vote that day in, and make sure that things are right. Because right now I looked at it as being a slap in the face. You got one state that says, forget Martin Luther King. I don't care how y'all feel. And to me, black people, we're wise, intelligent people. And we should be giving credit where credit's due.
Yeah. The video, by the time I get to Arizona, was very controversial because of the violence, and MTV would play.
Well, MTV ran a poll on it, and they ran a poll, and the people that called MTV said they favor it, 66% to 33%, and they still didn't play it. That's all right. I'm not asking for people to play the video. We're just asking for it to be shown once to give our point of view, tell people about our principles. And, it was kind of violent, but basically, if it didn't show the violence in it, it wouldn't have got any kind of noise out of it. They would have just looked over and it wouldn't have been no big issue. And basically, the violence was a slap in the face of the American system that has been violent to us for 400, 500 years. So, yeah, I just had to show, see how you would feel about politicians. This is how we feel about, how we've been getting it. Okay, you got to be hard, you got to be strong. And a lot of times when they show the black male image in a lot of the media circles, we got to take the bass out of our voice, or we just got to lessen up. Nah, we've always been like that. And a lot of times that we're showing so much consistency, a lot of people tend to take it's like, okay, that's PE at it again. So you got to keep on coming out even strong and stronger. But how strong can you get? You just got to be consistent. And our people need to get used to consistency.
Yeah. Now, everybody called Martin Luther King the Prince of Peace. If he saw that video, what do you think he would feel?
He'd have been upset at seeing himself get shot, first of all.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, I'm saying straight up, if Dr. King would have dodged the bullets, and he would have had a different point of view, exactly on, how to look at things. You know what I'm saying? But it's in all respect to Dr. King. We want to say Dr. King was one of my heroes. We might not share all of our philosophies as people, because we're all people and everybody thinks differently. Mm-hmm. But he's one of my heroes too. You can't say he ain't. Right. But this is what I think. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I got different type of heroes also, like Nat Turner, Malcolm, Harriet Tubman, Sister Soldier, Ice-T, Ice Cube, we go on and on, Jim Brown.
We take a quick commercial and come right back with more of these two gentlemen.
I ain't funky, man. I like that. My man does the poetry up there. Yeah. Robert Williams. Yeah,
Robert Williams. What's the origin of the clock?
Play.
He's still dancing.
I was just grooving, man. Yo, they funky, man. They funky. When did the clock start, man? What's the origin of that?
Well, the clock started, man. I can't say because nobody was around when the clock started.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But significance behind this clock here. A lot of people think that I wear the clock just to be flashy or to be funny, but this just is an indication of time as being a very important element that can't afford to be wasted. Each moment that we live our lives, we gotta use each minute to our best value. Time brought us in. The time takes us out. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, but I always say, I'm clocking. That means I'm paying attention. So you can't get fast on me for no time.
Yeah. And you have a business in New York. I read about it in New York Magazine.
Yeah, well, my brother Steve, had me open up a barbershop. He talked me into opening up a barbershop because my brother's a barber and everything, So, I decided to open up this barbershop. Right now it's doing pretty well. I got 4 nice fly barbers in there doing, hair, cutting hair. And I got a girl in there that do the nails and stuff. And also this guy in there, his name is Victor. He made the shirt here for me, I get everybody to see this, this. We also do airbrushing inside my shop, I know it's funky. All of that,
You have some very strong opinions on black businesses. I heard this morning that Bill Cosby is interested in buying NBC.
Bill kind of large, right?
Built large all my life.
I think that's a smart move. One thing I would say, and I'm not endorsing anybody, but first of all, people got to be wise to know that the person that's been involved with the current administration for the last 12 years, common sense will tell you can't swing that way if you talk about problems now. right? That's talking about Bush. If he's been in there the last 12 years, he was the vice president, right? And then people think he just started 4 years ago. No, this is like 12 years of the same old. So you want to give somebody a new shot. Now, one thing Perot's been talking about is like he's been talking about businesses. Ain't nothing going to get better in the inner city. What they mean by inner city is black. Ain't nothing going to get better for the black cause unless we have our own businesses. Now we talk about needing jobs, but if we don't have our own businesses, we can't provide jobs in our community. And when Los Angeles went up, that was the whole thing. It's like, if I ain't got control over my community, it ain't my community. We got to control a lot of commerce. And, these things have to be taught to us in the school systems. In the school systems, they don't teach you how to build a business. They might teach you how to run one, but to build one is providing a service to your community. And that's what we have to kind of train ourselves or get trained to run in our community, to really have it to be our community. So that's very important for us. That's how our dollars go around our community. It's something that got to be taught. And it's something that has really been played low key ever since our existence in this country. We can't really think of ourselves as being Americans until we become part of, come to the table on our own. And, that's one thing that Minister Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam and Elijah Muhammad's principles have always been about: self-sufficiency. We can hold our own. The black woman has been holding up our community for so long. It's time for the black man to come on the side so let's do this. Get our children to say, yo, I got a job. Right now.
All right, y'all. That's it for this video, and I'm out. Peace.